Good morning. I want y'all to see my ugly shirt today. I am wearing a very colorful avant-garde shirt today. What's up, Ida Wallace? What's up, CDP? What's up, Divine Starlight? I'm going to talk about Lemon in a couple of minutes, but I really want to uh, give an appeal for you all to go vote. I know we are talking about this lemon stuff and all of this stuff, but I really need you all to go vote. If you didn't see that state of the chaos, state of confusion, state of whatever they call it, it's not a union. It's division. Last night, you need to go vote. That man is off kilter. He was mad because people weren't standing. He was attacking people. It was embarrassing. He had the nerve to embarrass the Supreme Court justices that were there. Shout out to Sotomayor and Ketanji Brown and some of the justices who did not go. Thank you, God, because he's out of control. And I cannot believe those people clapping for him. And it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. And it goes to show you that Republican Party is hoodwinked and brainwashed. And I don't want anybody to represent me who are taxing the hell out of the American people. Grocery prices have not gone down. Farmers have lost farms. We are in wars that we have no business in. It is absolutely terrible. And I'm telling you, and I know that Roland Martin and Midas Touch and a lot of people had anti State of the Union. I wanted to see what that man had to say. And it was awful. It was not coherent. Thank God that the Democrats had a really good response. It was short, it was brief. This man had the longest State of the Union ever. And it was just a bunch of rambling, a bunch of stuff. He was just pulling stuff out of the air. And you all, it was sad. It's embarrassing and it's sad. And other countries are watching this. It was terrible. And so we really need to vote. We really, really need to vote. And yeah, yeah, because it's not going to get any better. And if we don't make our vote count, our vote may not ever count again. Because what these people are doing is just absolutely abominable. He did not mention Epstein one time. And when he did mention Minnesota, he was talking about Somalis and calling them pirates. You all, I'm telling you, this Epstein thing is getting really bad. Now we have found out that the DOJ took stuff out of the files that protected Donald Trump, and we want to know why. You can't even trust the Department of Justice to do what's right. Under this man, nothing can be trusted. It was already some skittishness with other administrations. But now with him, I trust nothing he says, nothing he does, because again, they're trying to sweep this Epstein case under the rug. It's not going under the rug. Prince Andrew has been arrested. Norway has arrested people. Europe is not playing. They are arresting these people. And you had something to do with it, and we want to know what. Why isn't Wexler arrested? Again, you all are hiding these high-profile, wealthy men from this trafficking ring, because that's what it was. What Diddy did was a drop compared to what Epstein did. So I wanted to talk about that, and I know this is not popular, but we need to vote. See, all of this B-sector stuff is cute, but this B-sector stuff, unless you are letting it affect your life, it really should be affecting your life. But this crazy manic man with this fragile ego is running the country. And baby, we need to send a message for midterm because this man is diabolically dangerous. It was a mess. I saw it. I saw it. And we're not safer. Let me tell you something too. Do you not know that Americans are stuck in Mexico because the United you again, Donald Trump don't give a damn about nobody. All he cares about is grandstanding and trying to look tough. Now he's talking about Mexico, but in the meantime, while he's giving Mexicans that intelligence, he should have been telling Americans to get out. He should have issued a travel advisory and gave them enough chances, enough time to get out. We got Americans stuck in Mexico right now, in places like Puerto Vallarta and all of that, because y'all took out this Mexican drug lord. Now they burning stuff, burning cars, and we got Americans stuck in Mexico. But you didn't talk about that, did you? And the lie, it was unbelievable. So I am urging each of you to go vote. All of this B-sector stuff is cute. We're going to talk about it. But I really wanted to talk about this first because we know that people have been kicked off of their healthcare roles. We know that rural hospitals have closed. And this man wants us to think, with those Republicans clapping behind him, that America is on the right track. No, we are not. And you cannot blame Biden because when Biden was in office, our rural hospitals were open. So you all, I'm just being real today. We need to vote. And don't let nobody tell me your vote don't count. Don't let nobody tell you not to vote because it ain't going to change nothing. Okay, we know Democrats are not perfect, but baby, let me tell you something. What's going on now is setting things back. This is the worst black history meaning that the United States really didn't participate in. Now, it was an important black history for me because we're in the midst of opposition. And that's why it was an important black history to me. But as far as the nation in a whole, you can tell people who celebrate black history. I want to give a shout out to Nordstrom's and Macy's. At least they had black history signs up and all of this stuff. But I'm telling you, it's terrible. This man is trying to rewrite. Shout out to Al Green, representative in Texas, to have a protest sign saying black people are not apes. We are not apes. Thank you. Thank you. Trump was using people. Any prop he could use. Charlie Kirk's wife, the hockey team, anybody, everybody. And some of the stuff that he was saying were complete lies. Thank you, child. This is my ugly shirt. This is my ugly shirt. I'm going to get a girl something to talk about again because you know I can't dress worth the shit. And even though this may not be people's fashion taste, you don't see no dirt on it. You don't see no makeup stains on it. Amen. So anyway, but yeah. So you all please go vote. I have already voted. I voted on the third day of early voting. But please, please vote. Already in Texas, the Democrats have outvoted the Republicans. I'm telling you, y'all, people are not playing. Vote your interest. Stop voting these ideologies and vote your interest. Now they're trying to make it hard to vote. We should make every access and give people every opportunity to vote. There are enough safeguards in our voting system to make sure it is not rigged. And notice that it's rigged when he's not winning. Y'all, this man is crazy, and the people behind him are crazy. And this is the thing. They're using him to get their agendas across. And this is the scary part about it. The 1% have made more money than anybody. Okay, so what if he had 1,000 people in his room? Good. I'm glad that he's doing what he needs to do. That shit don't have nothing to do with me. Let me do this real quick. Nobody don't care about that. Okay. So Troy Allen, I guess, is dealing with the street sector, and he's found his niche, and that's great, and I'm happy. But I'm not trying to have 1,000 people in my room. I'm just trying to be consistently getting paid. Nobody don't care about that. Again, you all have to watch it because people come in to troll to get you off topic. I really want you all to go out and vote. I don't know if the other content creators are talking about this or not. It really doesn't matter. I am talking about it. Make sure you go and vote. You don't have to like me. You don't have to care about me. But please go vote because it is imperative that we vote. You all, that State of the Union should have been enough for you to say, we cannot deal with this. We need to vote. We can't have somebody who's going to follow the succession of Trump running our country. We have to go vote. We have to go vote. So I'm throwing this out there. I'm gonna get the B sector stuff, but shout out to Roland Martin. Shout out to the Midas Touch and other people who are doing the anti-Trump State of the Union. But I had to watch the State of the Union. I mean, how he sat there and berated the Supreme Court. So those two Supreme Court justices who were appointed by Trump, this is what he wanted you all to do. He wanted you all to be his rubber stamp. And now you're not his rubber stamp. And now he's attacking you. Now that's kind of like the B sector. So I'm going to get to my lemon commentary, but I'm telling you all, please go vote. Please go vote. I know that we do YouTube stuff, but this is real life. This is real life. Go vote. Please go vote. I cannot stress that to you enough. All right. So you all, I got to go and get some gas in a couple of minutes. I am going to be offline for a couple of minutes. But I'm going to get into this Lemon thing because I saw Lemon do something on Lady Nika channel. It made me shake my head. Y'all, I see what's going on. I see what's happening. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. But it was so embarrassing. We the hottest country. We done took over Venezuela, and that's not good. And it wasn't about drugs; it was about oil. It's been about oil. We have actually sent a fleet to the Caribbean. Cruise ships can't go to certain places. I mean, you just don't know. And again, you're not putting our country in a safe place. We can travel abroad, but people see the United States in a negative light. And it's unfortunate because they think we got something to do with that. And not knowing that, no, 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 it's our president. Lord, no, Lady Nika, not. Can I say Kiki is not light skinned? Kiki, oh my God, we dealing with this? What's the lady name who left the B sector and now she doing that stuff with that woman's husband? That lady light skinned. Okay? That lady is light skinned. Kiki makeup is light skinned. Kiki is a brown skinned woman on the lighter side, but she is not light skinned. Okay? And Lady Nika, these people are sick. We're gonna talk about that. Lady Nika, I was on your channel and I usually don't click up on folks' channels, but I really wanted to speak to Lemon. And I'm glad that he didn't say nothing because he really needs to listen. But y'all give me a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and get this gas because I actually got to go to Austin today, which I don't want to, but I have to. So when I go to Austin, you know I go to Buc-ee's. So give me a minute. I got to go get this gas. I will be right back. I'll be back. V. Lenore. Thank you, Lady Nika. V. Lenore is light skinned. All right, y'all. I'll be back. Give me a minute. All right, you all. I'm pumping the gas right now. Buckets is packed, baby. I mean, Buckets is always packed.
Ooh, Miss Buckets be packed. What you talking about? Fake Nika? It's a troll, Pastor. Oh, the Nika is a troll. Oh, okay. Really? All right. I was out last night. Came back. Trump still talking. Yeah. Lady Ada, you jealous? You must be dark too. Wow, Lady Nika, you should because you don't know your word. Oh Jesus. Oh my God. Well, look, I don't know if that's Lady Nika or not. If it's a troll, you know these trolls come in starting shit. But I did see Lemon at Lady Nika. Shout out to Lady Nika for allowing me to come on her channel. All I know is I don't deal with this colorism mess because whether you light skin or dark skin, you still black. And these people still are racist. Thank you, Patty. Okay. Thank you, Lady Nika, because Lady Nika's in here. Okay. Lady Nika, girl, they trying to do a lot, ain't they? Hold on. Okay. I am back. Let me put my seatbelt on and we are heading out. Okay. You all, so let me go to the Lemon thing. So Lemon finally, I guess, got his password. You all need to be careful too. I didn't know that Tommy tried to porn bomb Shamar. Child, let me tell you something. When these girls get in a bind, and Tommy ain't the only one. I'm gonna tell you, when these press hoes get in a bind or they feel like they back against the wall or they feel like they losing, they want to go to porn bombing and doxing. Porn bombing and doxing. Porn bombing and doxing. This is why I don't give people like that access to my channel anymore, because these people don't give a damn about themselves. They don't give a damn about you. That's why some people don't come on my channel anymore. I don't care if they talk about it. And this is segueing right into the Lemon situation. Lemon, you have missed the basic rule. This YouTube apparatus is for entertainment purposes. You are to never let this enter your real life. Once YouTube is intertwined with your real life, you are going to have major, major problems. And I'm listening to Lemon. You are whining and complaining about what people are saying about you and all of that. Lemon, people talk about me on a daily basis. It doesn't even faze me. That means that I am still relevant in the sector. It's when they stop talking about you that you really need to be concerned. Now, they're talking about you now, Lemon, but they're talking about you taking your channel and now they're trolling you. Goosey is trolling the hell out of you. You were helping Lady Nika. Goosey came right on up, bowled you out the way, and started helping Lady Nika because he knew he controlled you. And that's exactly what you get. Not only are you getting your channel snatched, but now people are trolling you. They're pretty much mocking you. And to be honest, Lemon, the same people that you allowed on your panel, the same people that you gave access on your channel are turning against you. Dragons, Bonner, Goosey, all of those people, now they are turning against you. And this is why I keep on telling you, you don't give people access to you who don't see it for you. And now they're taking your page down and they're enjoying it. And I guess you should be mad, Lemon. I guess you should be angry. Because if this is your only means of income, they taking you out. If this is your only means of income, they are really snatching your money. They snatching your money. And Lemon, I don't think you are sharp. I think you are delayed. See, instead of you sitting there fighting with these people, you should be devising a plan where you can get a channel without your email attached to it, nothing attached to it, and come on and change your format and move on. But you can't even do that because all you want to do is cuss out these people and fight with these people and say how relevant you are. And let me tell you what your relevancy is now. Your relevancy is, can we get Lemon on our channel? Can we allow somebody to come up and whoop his ass? And what is he going to do now? People are enjoying you spin out of control. People are enjoying you looking like a whole wreck. People are enjoying this. Let me tell you something. It is bets on how long you're going to keep your channel up. So you are relevant, but for the wrong reasons. And the sad part about it, Lemon, is the same people you allowed up are taking you out. I don't allow Goosey on my channel because I know what Goosey tries to do. I told you all, Goosey, Talent, even Binary to an extent, baby, it's all a social experiment. And they really want to take the beef sector down, but this is the thing. They don't have access to everybody. They do not have access to everybody. And let me say this. This is why I tell people I'm a part of the beef sector, but I don't live in that new subdivision. I don't live in that new phase. I don't need these people to be on my panels to make it pop. And I'm listening to Lemon, and you sound crazy. You are letting people who don't even live close to you ruin your life. And again, Lemon, you talk too much. No one should know that this is your only income because now they're always coming for it. So, what did church girl say? Beef sector is a great example. It's be your own kind. Exactly. Look, I don't follow them groups. I don't be doing no redirects. The only redirect you gonna get from me is okay, go over there. I ain't doing all of that. I saw Lady Nika doing that. I'm like, girl, bye. Nobody ain't doing all of that. We didn't have no redirects when we were coming up. You just did your show. You didn't need nobody to help you. You just did your show. It's a show. But Lemon, it sounds like this is your life. You get butt hurt over people and what they say about you. And I'm sitting there like, how old are you? And just like in grade school, when they know that they can taunt you and make you mad, they're going to continue to do it. And I'm just sitting there laughing. And can I say this to you all? With or without certain content creators, my channel is still moving on. Don't you ever let somebody think that they running this or because of them, you in control. No, baby. Whether I do this solo or with 50 people on the panel, it is what it is. This is why I don't beg nobody to come up here. This is why, let me tell you something. If you ain't in my face, I ain't talking about you. Unless something happens.
Oh my God, I hate driving north on 35. Jesus keep me. But baby, so they saying Kiki on that bottle again. And so they saying that she giving Shirley Murdoch before you left me. I had it all. You were with me. And that was enough. Then liquor came along and I forgot all about you. I was a fool, but I was enough because Octavius left. Kiki World came to an end. And Octavius brought it back again. Now I know. Ooh, there is. Ah! Come on. Come on. Maybe they said she on that bottle again. So anyway, but I'm just sitting here like these people come up here drunk, and it's the common denominator here is alcohol. You know, Kiki was Miss Bougieville, and she was shopping and all of this stuff, and she done got her life clean. And soon as I ain't gonna lie, soon as she stopped hanging with Octavius, it seemed like it went downhill from there. Downhill. I'm going down. Kiki going down. Cause Octavius ain't around. Baby, her heart goes up. Going down. Going down. Ah! There is a lot of going down. So anyway, y'all, it's a mess. And what I'm seeing is these people are really intertwining their personal, real lives with YouTube. And it is sad. Lemon hitting panel to panel to panel to panel, arguing with people, mad at Goosey. Goosey is loving it because every time he mentions Goosey, Goosey's gonna come up. Goosey is doing what Goosey does, is troll. And that's what they're doing. In the meantime, you got a whole group of people willing to take Lemon out at any time. And Lemon, if your money is tied in this, you ain't making no money. And I'm going to tell you, lemon fatigue is real. People are getting tired of trying to find your web page or your StreamYard or your YouTube channel. People are tired of the complaining. People are tired of you attacking folks. I mean, you attacking Lolo, and all Lolo did was go on the trip. You attacking everybody. Now, baby, it seems like Shakim is coming after Sugar Lamb. I don't know what Sugar Lamb did to him. Well, I know what she did. But now Shakim is going after her. It's a mess. It's a mess. These people are tying their real life into this foolishness. And can I tell you, baby, you can say whatever you want about me. It's a show. It's a show. As long as you stay on your side of the street and you don't come up and approach me, we all right. We all right. As long as you don't break the law, we all right. Kiki girl, if you don't know you pretty, then you got problems. You know, anyway, y'all, it's sad. I want y'all to really look at these people. I want you all to look at the faults and the strengths. And again, we all have the faults, we all have strengths. But the thing is, this is television. You're supposed to be entertaining people. But when your life is the joke, when your life and your addiction is the joke, then it becomes different. It's in a whole new territory right now. And it's sad. Lemon, man, I don't know what you need to do. Lemon, for real though. Lemon, you need to go talk to a counselor and you need to get AA help. You need to do two things. talk to a counselor, and do AA because you need to get to the root of your grief and why you are drinking. If it's your brother, then you need to talk about that. You need to really, something is really wrong, Lemon. Something is not connected. For a man your age to want to stay with his mom, not work, except on YouTube, something is wrong. And I think you really need to talk to somebody. And then you need to get over that addiction. Because it's evident. And people want you to get a job. But I don't think you can hold down a job until you deal with the alcoholism and your grief or your trauma. I really don't. And I just think it's sad. I just do think it's sad. Yeah, I'm looking at these people. And let me tell y'all something now. Uppity, I don't have an issue with uppity. I really don't. So let me start by saying that. I really don't have an issue with uppity. But uppity, no lie. No lie. The last time I heard you on YouTube, it sounded like you were slurring your words. Now, either you drinking uppity or you having a stroke. Ma'am, either you drinking or you having a stroke. Because uppity, you be slurring words. Now, and I'm trying to be, but either you drinking or you having Bell's palsy. Maybe you got Bell's palsy. I don't know. But the last time I heard you, girl, you was slurring. And I ain't trying to have no war against these folks. But baby, this liquor is really prevalent in these people's lives. I'm just saying. It's deep. It's deep. And can I say this? Lemon. Girl, it's still no new teeth, but I ain't going there. I don't have a problem with uppity. I really don't. I'm trying to be easy. But let me stop calling people losers. You all got the nerve. You and another content creator. Y'all always want to call people losers. But Lemon, look, you're staying with your mom. You don't have a job. You don't even have a job at YouTube right now because your channel ain't on. Lemon, you got cases because you're drinking and driving. Let me stop calling people losers. Because the people who calling folk losers ain't winning. They don't have a stellar life. They don't have stellar lives themselves. Nobody is a loser. Stop calling people losers. It only highlights your lack of accomplishment. Now, let me say this. I went on this cruise with people, and they are far from being losers. The people who went on the cruise with me, baby, they were far from being losers. Just because they don't agree with what you say does not make them a loser. Just because they have difference of opinion does not make them losers. Look, some people may make better choices than others, but we can all determine what's the best choice to make. Stop calling people losers when you lose it. I know somebody right now who has retired from higher education getting that pension, and baby, they are far from being a loser. If you all knew how some of these people really live, you would reevaluate your own life. Because baby, we don't have some people in the beef sector may not be making the best choices, but that ain't everybody. Stop calling people losers because you're having a difficult time. Stop calling people losers who go to work 9 to 5 and making a living and can pay the bills. Those people aren't losers. And let me say this too, and yeah, I am throwing shade, but I'm going to throw it. My trip is paid for. My train trip is paid for. The ticket purchased. The hotel purchased. I didn't have to have no sponsors. No content creators had to sponsor me because I work. Because I work. So a hoe can't talk about my trip when somebody had to pay for hers. That's what get me. And this is why I sit here and laugh at these people because you saying all of this, but my trip paid for. Paid for in full. And is it a big trip? No. It's an activity that we do. Because again, you all, if I never do another vacation, I've done mine. I think the only person who's done more vacations is Sean Bradley. And can I say this too? I don't need to go see Thailand again. I don't need to go to London again. I was a flight attendant. I seen the whole world free on Delta's dime. I don't need to go through another TSA screening again. I worked. I did that. And see, that's what people fail to realize. I was doing that in my 20s. So, again, if I go somewhere, it's because I want to go somewhere because more than likely I've already been there. And let me say this. I didn't beg nobody to pay for my trip. The trip is already paid for. You see where I'm going with this? Now, you all, let me say this too. I heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't know if faith is up to the evidence of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen is here. But people are telling me that Faith was upset because we didn't go to Las Vegas. I'm thinking that's what it was. And she got her ticket, I guess, to Vegas. And I think that's why she's upset. That's what I heard. Now, if that's the truth, Vivian and I told you all what happened. I had blackout days at work. I could not get off. I would have had to go to Vegas either on the day or the day after. Vivian had a procedure. She couldn't go. Now, if you know Vivian always come to the event a day before or 2 days before the event started. It wasn't going to work. And it was not because we were afraid, child, because what these hoes was doing, baby, we would have had a good time. Because they ain't do shit. And nobody was worried about nobody coming up to me. Baby, I would have seen Ness miles away. Ness can't sneak up on nobody with them knees like that, girl. Ness can't sneak up on nobody with them knees like that. So that's definitely not the case. But we gave everybody their money back, and we told everybody the reason. And with any trip, things happen. I wasn't expecting that, It happened. Now, for this train trip, baby, it's already a done deal. It's a done deal. I'm going. If nobody goes, I'm going. And no ands or buts about it. Labor Day is happening. So all I'm saying to you all is this. If that's the case, then I mean, yeah, I had no control over that. So I don't know if that's what it's about. I don't know. But again, I'm not racking my brain to find out. I'm just real. What's up, LaDon? Baby, you know these girls be pulling at everything. You know, and this is funny too. I ignore these people. They do anything for a beat. They do anything for a click and a view. So, you know, they think that you're going to go after people and all of this. So somebody said Sean Bradley had said something. I'm like, and what am I going to do about it? Baby, people won't. Let me tell you something. These people want you to fight. That's why I block priority alert, because they used to say things that were not true to get you to fight people. And you got to realize that. And so I saw what they was doing, but they doing it to Lemon right now, and it is working. It is working. And Lemon, you looking crazy. You fighting with people, losing channels, fighting with people. Don't make no sense. Now look, y'all, the train ride is the 30th and the 31st of May. Saturday we leaving, and Sunday we're coming back. But get your tickets. Get your tickets while they are $19. Get your tickets. Don't delay. And so, but we still gonna go. Me and Vivian gonna go, baby. We gonna go. And so get your tickets, and also be ready for Labor Day. Only thing I'm doing now is finalizing these hotels for Labor Day. And Labor Day is gonna go on. We got people going to Labor Day. If we don't have a big crowd, that's fine. Because right now, with how these people be acting, I don't know. But we going on the train ride. $19 one way to Dallas.
Hey,
$19.
Jay.
What's up, Viv?
Good morning, YouTube. Listen, let me say this. I'm about to be controversial. Sorry. I know it's your channel. It's early in the morning and it's Black History Month. But I woke up for the smoke this morning because I got a whole bunch of junk I got to do that I don't want to do today. Because I got to hustle hard for my money so I can make sure I have me some money when I go on this trip. Now, Jay, you say they saying faith is the substance is mad at us because we ain't go to Vegas?
I don't know. I'm asking that question because I heard that brought up. Somebody brought it up. Now, I'm not saying that Faith brought it up. So let me say this, because I know people go and lie. So when somebody go lie, I know Catherine is in here, honey, because I know Catherine will set the record straight. But that's what I saw and I heard.
Well, I'm
and
say I pray that she not complaining about us going on the trip, not going, being able to get to the trip, because from what I've heard on previous excursions that she's went on, or a previous excursion that she went on, somebody didn't take enough money with them, and they was relying on everybody to pay their way. So I'm just gonna say this: for future trips that you plan on going on, please make sure that you carry enough money with you that you don't have to rely on the folks that's with you.
Vivian, Vivian.
And I'm not saying, hold on, I didn't say her. I didn't say her.
Then. Oh, but Vivian, you gotta clarify that.
I said anybody. If you plan on going on a trip.
Well, Vivian, you gotta clarify, because it did sound like it was her. So that's why I'm like, girl, because it did sound like that, Vivian. So I'm just telling you what it sounds like.
Well, I am going to tell you. Someone that had went on a trip with her was like, we didn't have everything that we needed. to operate effectively in the spirit.
Mm.
Faith wasn't the substance. I'm just
You mean to
saying.
tell me faith without works was dead?
Faith
Girl.
without works is dead, from what I understand. Now, I'm not saying, because
Ooh,
I was
Jesus.
not. Now, allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, because Vivian wasn't on the trip, but I got it from a good source, and a good source, Jay, because you met this person. But I'm just going to say this: I don't know, but don't be upset with us because we've done what we had to do at a certain time in our lives.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah,
saying. And
whenever
for
y'all go
anybody
on
that
trips,
claims that,
get enough money. Have enough money. Now, let me tell you something. With this train trip, baby, it ain't nothing but $38. Okay? And then you get a hotel room. And I think anyway, make sure you have enough money. Oh,
and I'm going to
Jesus.
say this: you can, when you travel, if you want to treat somebody to something, treat them, but don't be going and expecting people to supplement your trip. And make sure you got enough money to get back home. Once you get back home, you gotta, got enough money to make sure your lights ain't off.
Now, can I say this too? Now, I'm going to be a little messy. I ain't calling out no names. And it was no rider lives either. But, baby, it was some people on the cruise and somebody else's, group that was hard up for some money. It ain't Tracy either. Even though that's the MU thing, I ain't gonna go there. But baby, Vivian, you know who I'm talking about, baby. It was somebody who was struggling, baby. But anyway, see, let me tell you something. If we really wanted to be nasty, we could be real nasty because, baby, it was somebody on that trip, and they own. It was messy. There was some people on that cruise who didn't have enough money, and they should have stayed on that trip where the food was free. That's all I'm gonna say, baby. If you can't go to the Bahamas and get a little straw hat, just go and walk around. But don't be trying to get nothing. Don't be trying to eat nothing. Just stay on the ship. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Mm. Vivian, you know what I'm talking
Listen,
about.
I know plenty of what you talk about. You right, Catherine. Strugglecation, brokecation, and begcation. You're right. You're right. But I'm just going to say this: God has blessed me and put me in a position that He always comes through. And for those of you who have kindly given to me, I thank God for you. I think on here, I've asked, and I'm going to say this, Jay, because I'm Vivian, and I'm transparent and I'm open. I don't give a flying flip flop. Y'all can't shame me because I ain't got no damn shame. I take damn antidepressants and crazy pills. So I ain't got no shame and I ain't got no filter, for real, for real. I've been
Go,
trying to
Vivian,
hold
say it
back.
then. Say it. What you gotta say,
But
girl?
I
Say it.
thank those of you who have given to me and who have donated to me, and I appreciate everything you've done for me. And I'm gonna say this: I have had 3 people on here who I've asked something of, and they've given it to me, and I thank them. But guess what? They know they can get anything they want to out of me. If they
And let
want
me
me to
say this too.
travel, I'm on
I
the
want to
road.
thank. I want to thank the folks who have given to me. Now, I haven't asked for shit, but I thank everybody who's given because again, they know that nobody ain't really begging. And if I say I'm gonna do
Jay, stop
something, I'm gonna
lying.
do it.
Jay, stop the cap. You done beg
What?
for some shit. If you ain't
Girl, I ain't
beg
begging for
but for
nothing.
if you ain't beg but for somebody else, so stop the cap. You done
Girl, I
ask for
ain't begging
shit
for
for other
nobody.
people. You
I
be
ain't
like,
asking for
if
nothing.
you want to give, go over there and give to them.
Hold on. That's correct. I have capped for other people. That's correct. But that's what I tell people to do. That's what get me with these people. But let me say this. I want to read what Church Girl said because Church Girl, you is on it. Church Girl said, black people on social media have made traveling a priority over their bills and needs. shake my head. My God. Let me tell you something. If my bills ain't paid, I ain't going on no trip. Okay? If the mortgage ain't paid, we ain't going on no trip. Period.
And Jay, I'm gonna tell you this. I got it in my budget. I know how much extra I have to make this month to make my budget work. You get what I'm saying? So I can go on a trip and so I can have money to take care of my father and take care of all the other shit and buy my dog some dog food because they want some food. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But let me say something to you all real quickly. And I want to be real transparent. If people want to give, they can. Like that printer, that shredder, all of that, people did that. But you have never heard me ask for somebody to pay my light bill or I'm going to be homeless. When I was in my challenging stage, when I had got laid off, Vivian had to even push me to do certain things because I'm like, I don't feel like doing that. I don't, and Vivian had to convince me if people want to give, they're going to give. But even with that, I've always had my light bill paid. So let me say this. If you want to do anything for me, you can. If you want to give, you can. If you want to piss people off, you can. But you ain't never heard me beat y'all up because y'all ain't give nothing. You ain't never heard me do this. Now, for some messy material that y'all wanted to see, y'all paid for that because let me tell you something. I wasn't going to put it out. Because I'm learning too. If you really want to see it, you pay for it. Thank you, Jules. So again, I know people want to say different things, but to me, begging is you constantly asking. It's one thing to ask. It's another thing to beg. Some
And
people
Jay,
are beggars.
I'm going to say this. And for those of you who have blessed my mother in the past, thank you for that too. Because my mother truly appreciated everything everybody did for her. And there are some people on here who have talked to my mom personally. So they know my mom heart. And my mom had a wonderful blessed spirit. And Jay, you met her, so you know. And she could read the hell out of people. She knew if a person was a good person or a bad person. She'd be like, run from that bitch. She crazy as hell. Or
Yep.
I like that person. So I'm just telling y'all. For those of
And you
you
know
who
what?
are blessed, thank you. And for those of you who have given to us freely, thank you. But all I'm saying is we have helped people and we've given to people. Y'all that don't remember, Jay Wilson used to be one of the most giving people on his YouTube apparatus. I've seen Spillet Boy give back. I've seen Lady Nika give back. I've seen and as bad as they used to talk about her like a dog, Shelly used to be one of the top givers on YouTube. She used to support everybody. Oh, you selling this? Let me go ahead and buy it and shout you out.
Shirley would do that. Shirley would support people. She did.
So I'm just telling y'all.
Yeah. But let me flip this back. Again, my trip is paid for. You don't ever hear me begging for my bills, or you never heard me say, y'all, please help me pay my mortgage. And then this is the thing. You have never heard me cuss out people because they didn't give enough. I have seen content creators cuss out people because they ain't giving as much as they used to. I have heard them do that. And I'm like, are you serious? It's crazy. People will lie on subbies and try to go these meet and greets. Content creators are even doxing and dragging subbies. And we haven't doxed anybody on our trip.
And my other thing is, for those of you who, she wasn't on our list to go to Vegas with us. Thank you and have a good day.
Oh, Faith went on the list?
Not on our list.
Okay, so again, I don't know.
She might have been on a list, but she wasn't on our list.
Let me say this about that. I know nothing about that, and I'm thinking that I know that I had words with Faith at one point, but again, yeah, but I really don't know what it's about. But y'all, it's a lot of people who used to be over here are not over here anymore. And that's fine. You don't, but let me say this too. This is what I don't get, Vivian. This is what I don't get. When you leave
What that,
here,
Jay?
hold on. When you leave here, we don't talk about you like a dog. When you go over to somewhere else, even if it's an op or not, we don't talk about you. But I have seen content creators cuss subbies out for going to an op or going somewhere else. And it's really funny because the people who they go to, you don't cross them, because if you cross them, they're going to let you know. And so I think it's funny as well because people got a lot to say about me, but I do not tear folk up because they don't come back. Freely you come, freely you leave. Nobody ain't holding nobody hostage over here. This is not a cult. But what I'm going to tell you what we don't do is I'm not on the phone with everybody. I'm not on the phone with everybody.
Hell, people
I'm
come
not
over
doing,
here and leave you and talk about you like a dog and try and throw shade and throw salt in your game and try to disrupt your program, and you still don't talk about them. And
that's what I'm trying to say. So my thing is, it ain't no big whoop. It's no big whoop. And I just think it's really funny because I want y'all to check those things out. It's just really interesting how those chain of events happen. Y'all, it's a, oh Lord, I hate driving to TX. Hold on, let me. Oh Lord, Jesus, y'all, hold on for a minute. Let that man through. Oh my God, somebody didn't make it, y'all. Somebody didn't make it. Oh my God. Okay, somebody didn't make it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because they got the organ transplant person. Oh my God. Okay, I don't even want to see it. Something going on. Something is going on. Okay. All right. Ooh. Lord, let me get out the way. So anyway, y'all, I don't go and harass content subbies because they have left. We don't do none of that. We let people be. Freely you come, freely you leave. So this is why I was so shocked when she was talking about she's surprised that I didn't come on. I'm like, girl, and see, this is the thing. And so Faith may not agree with me, but I'm sitting here listening to her, and I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, Faith, in the moment, you may have felt some kind of way. But when you left, I didn't even know you had left, to be honest. I didn't even know you had gone. So why would I say something derogatory about you when I haven't even been talking about you? So that got me right there. But that's in your mind. And I'm glad you said that it was my assumption because it was your assumption. It was your assumption.
but Jay, this is the thing. Some people put more stock in themselves than what they really have. For instance, what would I look like thinking Spillet Boy gonna talk about me like we got such YouTube shit that he gonna worry about what I'm doing over here on my little channel. He not worried about me because number one, he building his own channel up. Number two, he not worrying about me. Hell, Jay Wilson don't
Yeah.
know him on half the time because Jay Wilson at work. When I go on, Jay Wilson didn't know I was at the gas station half the time because Jay Wilson was at work doing what the hell ever he do in his life down there in San Antonio.
Yeah,
And
and can I say this too real quickly, Viv? Um, Let me say this real quickly. I don't have a problem with Faith. I'm just talking about what I heard Faith say out of her mouth that was a contradictory. It was a contradiction because I'm like, I never had any harsh words for you except I know we had exchanged some harsh words and you felt some kind of way and you left. So my thing is, I heard her say something, and let me say this, y'all. It's called framing. She tried to frame me as someone who will come after her because I have some type of vendetta or dislike for her. And that's not the case. So it was very confusing. And I went up and I'm like, that's not the case. But I didn't go up, but I was typing it in. And so I'm like, that's not the case. So I'm not going to be coming for you. But see, the thing is, it bothered me because, again, people act like when they leave here that I've done something. And I've never done anything to the folks. They either want to click some views or they wanted to use me because they'll pile on. It's a lot of reasons. But again, it doesn't bother me. You keep going on. It ain't no friends on YouTube. People will do a whole lot of crap to you. And that's why you got to keep moving on. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, Jay, one thing I learned from you is you can't take this shit too seriously. You can't. You can't
Absolutely
take
not.
this shit too seriously. And the other thing I learned in life is you can't take yourself too seriously. Because you
Yeah.
always gonna do some dumb shit. You're gonna be walking down the street and all of a sudden you're gonna trip over that imaginary foot that just stuck out there and you might end up on the ground. Now, what you gonna do? Cry about
Yeah.
it, get
Yeah.
embarrassed, or you gonna
Yeah,
get your ass up and dust yourself off and keep on moving?
yeah, I'm just looking at the lemon situation, and it's just really tragic because, again, people are getting joy out of his spiraling out of control. And that's what's really going on. And instead of Lemon getting himself together and getting some counseling and stuff, let me tell you something. If you got mental health issues that you don't have under control, YouTube, Beef Sector ain't the place for you. Because these people prey on weakness. These people prey on certain things. And if you got low self-esteem, if you're insecure, they love it. They don't like people who are self-assured, and they don't like it. They'll call that arrogance, and they'll say it's narcissism. You know, they'll say all of that because they really can't
Jay
get
Wilson,
to
you know these people in the beef sector is like the church folk. Listen, I done had people in church tell me, you got low self-esteem. Bitch, you don't know me. How the hell you know I got low self-esteem? You ain't never heard me. You ain't even never heard me pray. You gonna say I got low self-esteem. Go on about your damn business and leave me alone. But
All
listen,
right, Outspoken.
good morning.
Go ahead.
Good morning, Outspoken. Good morning, Ebony. Good morning, Darcy, Doll, and everybody else in the chat that I have not spoken to, Itsy Bitsy. Listen, but y'all listen. Y'all, I told you I got time for it today. I woke up under the bed. Listen, while I'm on this YouTube apparatus, helping Jay Wilson make his little 2 or 3 coins, guess what? I'm also doing my own thing, making my own 2 or 3 coins. Because I see when I go down here on this train trip, I don't want Jay Wilson to say, Viv, I know damn well you ain't fly all the way to San Antonio, Texas, and your ass ain't got food money. Nope, he'll never talk about my black ass. Cause I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And my daddy always said, if you ain't got enough money to take care of your damn self, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere being no burden on no damn body.
Yeah, but like I said, you all, look, I want everybody to come on this trip that have the right intentions, and again, that your money is right. If your money ain't right, go on the next trip and save. But this is why we push our trips back. I don't do quick trips. I at least give people at least 3-4 months to get their stuff together. This train trip is a combination of, it's a low cost trip. It's a quick trip, so it's not taking you off of your job for too long, and you can do it. That's why we're doing it. And Labor Day is going to
And
be
we
in
don't give
September.
you all of the
Yeah.
information up front because we giving you time to get your little coinage and stuff together. And we trying to make sure it's the most cost effective way also. The other thing is, don't nobody ever leave our trips empty handed. Don't nobody ever leave our trips empty handed. You understand what I'm saying? You always leaving something.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what, you all. The train trip is going to be on that last Saturday and that last Sunday in May, which I think is the 30th, 31st. We're leaving out of San Antonio, going to Dallas, and we're gonna stay that day in Dallas, and we're gonna come on back. and that's the trip. Friends, fellowship, and fun. I ain't even saying food because you might have to take care of your own food. But it's not that kind. It's not a case. We're getting together. We're getting together. It's just like you're going out to eat with your friends, and we're getting together. So come one, come all, and then of course, vacation registration $75. We got things planned, and we're going to do that. I know a lot of people have issues, but again, if it's not for you, then you don't go. If you go, go, and that's the whole thing. So
And if
we
you
have
send a
two trips.
J-Patient registration to Jay Wilson, that was just a donation you gave to Jay Wilson. You still ain't paid the registration for J-Cation. Jay Wilson.
I would send it to
Hold
Bill.
on, Jay. This is my
I
question.
ain't that diabolical.
This is
I
my
ain't that
question,
diabolical.
though. I got a question for you. I'm just messing, but listen, this is my question. $75 per person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. So don't think you're gonna send me $75 and get the information for one person, and then y'all show up and be like, that one person coming because I don't know who that other one is. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have
So,
be good.
so yespicturelady@gmail.com. So you all, look, all I'm saying is, be prepared to come on out here. And again, don't let YouTube control your life. Like I said, between now, I might come on during lunch because I'm going to the gym, but you don't see me on no more until around about like after World News Tonight come on at 5:30, and I ain't even been coming on then because again, you all, at the end of the day, I have a whole life. This is only to get me to work when I have to go to work, and today I'm working in another location, so I gotta be in Austin. I think 2 days ago I was in Houston. I never announce when I'm going to Houston for obvious reasons. So, but like I said, I'm heading to Austin now. And this helps me get through the day. It is what it is. Like I said, all I will be doing is watching CNN and shaking my head at that orange man and what he's trying to do. That State of the Union was just trash, trash. But go vote. And again, I'm going to push that. I'm coming back to that voting. Go vote. Baby,
Guess what I
vote.
did yesterday, Jay?
What?
I went to the voters registration, the voters board monthly meeting, voters registration board monthly meeting, because doing the newspaper thing, I got to write an article about what they came up with today. But listen, for those of you who didn't know, you could get a job as a poll worker. I don't know about your state, but if you live in the state of South Carolina, they will pay you to be a poll worker.
Oh, they're going to do it in Texas as well.
You get paid for training. They got a 3-day training in South Carolina for you to be a state poll worker. And they will pay your municipality will pay you for training, pay your hotel room and your food. And it's like, once you do that training, you can go and work at any poll in the state of South Carolina. And on top, yes, sir.
Vivian, it's room for advancement because they really need workers. It's room for advancement in that. So, Lemon, if you can get sober, I know California have it. So you might want to look into that, Lemon. I'm telling you, it's always a job out there. I'm just saying. Go ahead, Viv.
And when I say poll worker, Miss Ebony, stop messing with me. I'm talking about the polls, the voting polls.
Girl, not the poll at the script club.
And it is a lot of room for advancement because, and if you do it, so for instance, we got 3-4 elections coming up. We got the town, we got the county, and then it's some primary runoffs, and then the other towns, because our county has like 5 towns in it. So guess what? We got elections at 2 of those towns, at the town, and at 2 of those towns and the county level. So that's 3 different opportunities that you got. And I'm gonna tell y'all, listen, You right. It's me, Jazzy. It is a good piece of change. Cause I was like listening, I was trying to figure out how much they get paid. And I was like, I know you effing lying. I was like, why they don't tell people about this? And then I found out our voters board get a stipend. They get a stipend, they get a county little button, and they get a county email address. I'm just saying. Listen, y'all. Easy money. Well, I don't know how easy it is, but I'm just saying. I'm just giving y'all some, some extra modes of income for those of us who like extra modes of income. I like extra modes of income. So I'm gonna tell y'all, and I had the nerve to go up there and tell the man. I had to go up there after the meeting, tell the man, hey, make sure you put my name down because I want to be a poll worker too. I want to be working at the voters registration polls. Because if I go to the poll and work for about a day or two and make a couple of $100 and just sitting around and making sure that y'all sign y'all name and all that stuff, and you ain't over there picking boogers and wiping boogers on the machine, hey, I'm good with it.
Yeah, you all take these jobs, and again, there are some things that we don't even think about. So just keep that in mind. So, yeah. So, Vivian, did you watch the State of the Union?
Nope, I was busy putting out fires. I had to go to Daddy house. Jay, part of my, I at one time I was able to trust my daddy to take his blood sugar and make sure that if he needed to, he could take his insulin. These last couple of days, I've been dealing with him and that daggone blood sugar. So I got to make sure I go over there at night before he go to bed.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so I went out.
Yeah.
No,
Well, let me
and
say this. It was
you
so
can't turn
embarrassing.
his TV from Steve Harvey.
Yeah, it was so embarrassing. The Supreme Court justices, some of them actually came, and they got embarrassed. He pretty much berated them in front of that whole crowd of the State of the Union, and then said, "I'm still going to charge 15%." So even though you done struck that down, which was he told them it was stupid, it was wrong. And I mean, they're sitting there, and you can tell. You can look at Justice Roberts, and I mean, if look could kill, he would have had him stabbed right then and there. But again, this is the man who who people put in, and I just think it's terrible. I just think it's terrible.
Well, Jay, I'm going to say this. Sometimes we feel like people are on the wrong side of history, but is it really the wrong side of history? Because as you know, you need sometimes God gotta allow the devil to come in and do some things so he can really show people that he really exists. I'm gonna just let y'all suffer a little bit, and I'm gonna try and get y'all back in line to do what y'all gotta do. And one time no, we wasn't. This was never no godly nation. He said, I'm gonna let y'all walk around like y'all crazy, and then I'm gonna let y'all do what I do. But the thing is, Jay, for us as African American folk, we know the struggle. We've always had the struggle, and for real, we seem to adapt and overcome to all of this bull sneaky snacky. And I'm gonna say this to y'all: continue to go out there and fight, and stop letting your grandmama be out there on the front lines. We as younger folk, we got to get out there. We got to let them sit down. Maybe we might have to push them in their wheelchair now. We can't be having our parents and our grandparents out there on the front line trying to fight for us and our rights and our freedoms. We got to go out there and do that joint ourselves instead of us sitting back complaining. I'm ready to kick a door in, Jay. I'm just saying. Ooh, Jay on frozen time. Look at him. He frozen. He look like a popsicle, y'all. I like that shirt he got on. I just realized that brown and lime. Is that lime green or yellow? And black, that's a cute little shirt. I know he ain't got no white buttons on it. Maybe it's white, black, and brown. I need to ask him what color that. Y'all, what color is that shirt? Is that yellow, lime green, or is that white? I'm asking, hey, Simply Pink and Green, how you this morning? It's a B shirt, so it's yellow. So it's yellow, brown, and black. I wonder what color the buttons are. You right, we do overcome everything. We ain't got no other choice. We ain't got no other choice. We ain't got no other choice. Hell, anybody that can make pig feet into a damn delicacy, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And I don't see us starving. You know what I'm saying? With everybody else gonna be out there talking about, oh, we ain't got no food. We can't eat. Man, we make anything out of dirt. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And listen, y'all, I'm trying to decide if I really want to go outside this summer and grow some vegetables or if I just want to give my father a project. I think I'm going to give my father a project. I think I'm going to tell him I need him to go in his garden and give him the stuff that I want him to grow. Now, here lies the thing. I only need him to grow the stuff we going to eat. Don't be growing no foolishness that we ain't going to eat. Like, for instance, don't go out there and grow no okra because I'm not cooking it. I'm not cooking no okra. And plus, on top of that, the dude from down the street, he be bringing me bags of fruits and vegetables and stuff that he done grew out his garden. I told y'all I got the egg man. Shoot. Honey, listen. And then the other thing I found out, you got to find out what the mate flowers to grow. So, for instance, all right, and then I might not have to do a garden because I know gardens. I got plenty of garden friends. So, like for instance, I know my girlfriend uptown. I know she gonna do onions, okra, onions, carrots, and cucumbers. I love them. And she gonna do some tomatoes. They all right. So you know what I'm saying? I just know where I can go get some food. My uncle right now, if I go over my aunt's house right now and showed y'all her yard, her husband right now got stuff growing up out the yard. And I be looking at him like, they ain't never got to go to the store. All they got to go to the store and get is like salt and pepper and seasonings and maybe a piece of meat. But it was one time they ain't even have to go to the store and get no piece of meat because they had a hog. And I would see them butcher the hog, and my aunt would come out there, and I was like, I know you lying. And then they be having rabbit boxes out there. Yeah, I'm telling y'all. They had chickens. But yeah, I got a fresh egg guy here. And he liked me. So he be like, you want some eggs? And I be like, But I be getting them eggs. I be taking them to my aunt. I be taking them to my sister. I be taking them to my cousins in there. Cause y'all don't eat eggs like that. But I'm telling y'all, and I know you just gotta know. And the dude, he got a cow pasture down there. So I'm gonna tell y'all seriously when he go, cause he say he be butchering cows. Like I said, he liked me. I'm gonna see if I can get me some fresh beef. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. When y'all go in the stores, y'all need to be looking at the price tags because sometimes they be mislabeling stuff, right? They be mislabeling stuff. And you don't know that they got to give you that whatever that price is on that label. So for instance, one day I went in the food line and they had a label that said chicken feet. I said, I know you effing lying. It was like $2 and some change. I said, I know you effing lying. Guess what it was? They had put chicken feet on hamburgers. So I went to the front, y'all. I ain't lying. I cleaned their asses out. I cleaned they asses out. I mean, I took every pack of ground beef, labeled chicken feet up dead. I had about 10 packs of ground beef. They gonna send the manager up there talk about you can't have all these. I said, I know you effing lying. I bet you I will. And I'm taking them all. You shouldn't have mislabeled them. They was mislabeled. Oh well. There's gonna be some chicken feet ground beef today. I took my mother a couple packs, took my sister a couple packs, my aunt a couple packs, and I kept the rest. I'm just saying, you gotta do what you gotta do. So be watching out. Cause they know they be wrong. Wrong at the store sometimes. Now I can't help it if that brother in the meat department got fired because he mislabeled that stuff, but oh well, wasn't my fault. I needed it in my cart at that time. And with me working cause I got a couple of different other jobs. I be doing merchandising. So if I see some discounts and stuff, I will let y'all know. But listen, if y'all see any lobster tails at any of these big name retail stores that's on sale, email me and let me know, because I'm looking for me some reasonably priced lobster tails. Don't ask me why I got a taste for a lobster tail, but I do. I don't know where Jay went. Jay just decided he ain't come back to his show. Come on, Jay. Jay, come home. Come home, Jay. Stop acting like Lemon, leaving everybody on your platform.
Hey, Viv, I'm back. I had a phone call.
You heard what I said.
But
Said, come on back, Jay. Come on. Stop leaving people on your platform. Stop acting like Lemon.
Well, you know what? I'm not leaving the platform because I got to walk the dog or get some alcohol. Somebody actually called me from the job, and then I usually go get gas for the car to go to the job. So, yeah, I don't care. But let me tell you something. I am me. I will walk off. And if I walk off or if I make a call, somebody call me, it's for good reason. I'm not walking off to get some Kool-Aid or to take a nap. So, anyway, it is what it is. Oh my God! Please don't hit me.
Yeah.
Please don't hit me.
I'm gonna send you my information of when I'm coming down there, so you can meet me at the airport. I need a ride from the airport.
Well, yeah, you might want to do that because again, if I'm working different locations, I don't want you to be stuck. So yeah, that might work, Bill.
I'll let you know when I'm coming. I need to give you all my information, and so that I ain't stuck. I need a ride. I'm gonna need a ride. Look, I'm gonna need a ride, and I might not run into Stomp Down to give me a ride.
So anyway, I think that might have had a call. Yeah, I had a call. Yeah. I don't leave off unless I have a call, and I'm glad that Vivian here. Ain't gonna leave nobody with crazy folks. So anyway, but yeah, you all. So anyway, yeah. So come on. Let's do this train ride. Let's do this Labor Day. I know a lot of beef stuff. Can I say this? A lot of beef sector stuff is happening, but it's not organic, or it's not developed. Can I say it's not developed? So Shakim fighting with Ness, yeah. Now Lemon and being on Lady Nika and what I heard him say and what's going on, that has some teeth to it, but it's on Lemon. Lemon has to be smarter.
What Lemon say, Jay? What Lemon say on Lady Nika?
Well, no, Lemon was talking about, he was calling people losers. He was saying that he's going to get his channels 24 hours. He finally remembered his password. And then he was fighting with Goosey, and Goosey goes up to trigger him. That's what Goosey does. So, I mean, I'm just seeing it's very predictable. So I'm just seeing that. And I just think that these are mistakes. Now, I did see Shish Trish on, and she was talking about Raw B Privilege. So Shish Trish was going in, and then she was talking about how she is helping Lemon. And that's good. That's good because, again, you helping Lemon brings traction to you. It is what it is. And like I said, we subcontract. There ain't no friends on YouTube. It's transactional. And I'm glad that Trish said she has a business interest, a vested business interest in Lemon. So at least she being upfront and honest. So
Okay, so
that's
Jay, can I tell you what I think about Lemon? I
yeah,
don't
you
know
can
this
tell me.
young brother. I don't know this young brother. I pray that he get all the help he needs. But first off, he needs to humble himself and not be mean to his supporters. If you got people that support you and genuinely ride for you, and people genuinely out there putting that work in for you and helping you, stop being nasty to them. Cause ain't nobody got to do nothing for you. That's number one. Number two, if he has a legitimate medical issue, drinking problem, mental health, whatever, he need to go get help for that. Because of the simple fact of the matter, it's not good for anybody to be walking around here crazy as cat piss and dumb as dog shit. I said it.
Yeah.
And the other
Great.
thing is,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
if Kiki out here drinking online, her ass needs some AA too. It ain't nothing worse than a drunk ass woman. It ain't nothing worse than a drunk ass woman. I remember I was in the club and it always tore my ass up to see drunk ass women with cigarettes hanging out their mouth. Don't ask me why. It's so unattractive, and I don't even like females. It's just ugh.
And Fridge Nat, I don't know, but again, it takes a lot for Treasure Lane to come after somebody. But maybe it's dealing with the alcoholism, and maybe Kiki is saying a whole lot. And when you say a whole lot, expect a whole lot. It ain't no victims, it's volunteers. And again, it's a show. And if she wants to play the character of a drunk, then that's what happens. Everybody gets a pile up. Didn't I get a pile up with the Youssef situation? Everybody get a pile up. So it is what it is. Okay, well Kiki needs to go and she need to get her genuinely kind ass in rehab. She need to get her genuinely kind ass in AA. Hold on for a minute, Vivian. She need to get her genuinely kind ass in AA. I'm tired of you all making excuses for people. Let her go and get help. You all like a whole train wreck. Now, if Kiki was coming up here talking intelligently and doing da-da-da, y'all would probably have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? So, again, nobody is coming after people for nothing. Period. Go ahead, Viv.
All right, so people need to learn emotional intelligence. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, sometimes I'm not emotionally intelligent, because when I told that white woman, if you keep messing with me, I'm gonna do a hit piece on you in the newspaper, she looked at me like I was crazy. But that really wasn't an intelligent way for me to tell her that. It really wasn't. I should have did that because I was working out of emotions. I ain't take my pill that day. But I'm just saying, we gotta do better with practicing this emotional intelligence. And I know everybody ain't at the same spot. Everybody ain't at the same spot. Because Jay, I hit my pastor with what you said about why you making everybody stay in 8th grade. Some of these people, they've been in 3rd grade their whole damn life. They need to graduate.
They do. That's real. That's real. That's real. That's
Jay,
real. I mean, what are you teaching your people? If your people are not growing, it's a reflection of what you are giving them. That's real.
Jay,
That's real.
When I told my pastor that, I think I hurt her feelings. He was like, well, you know, they don't know that much. I said, they ain't gonna never know that much until you challenge their ass to do it. Stop telling them to go and come back and give you a synopsis of this book or a synopsis of that book. Their ass is on the stool board. They should already know all the Bibles of the book, or at least know how to go and read the Bible.
Unfortunately, they don't. Unfortunately, they don't.
Well,
and
if they
discuss a lot with a lot of people.
Well, like I told the pastor, if they don't, well, you need to take them off the stool board. And if they can't read, I understand that, but there are supplemental aids and things of that nature. Stop putting people in, and that's the other thing I had to tell her, Jay. Don't put people in precarious positions. If you know the person can't read, why you gonna call them and ask them to read this page? That's so stupid to me. Why you gonna embarrass a person and make their ass stumble through? That's just the most terrible thing to me ever. And now, see, I'm gonna tell y'all. But the other thing in reference to emotional intelligence, if you know you can't do shit, you need to tell somebody, nope, I ain't doing that. You ain't got to tell them why. Tell them no. If you can't do it and you can't perform the job well, tell them, no, I don't think that's for me. Because I'm gonna tell y'all. She look at me crazy all the time. She be like, oh, I need you to do that. I be like, nope, I ain't doing that. I don't feel like it. And she be like, you can't tell me no. Yes, I can tell you no. I did. I can and I did. How about that? You're supposed to be one of the leaders. I said, well, what you want me to do? Lie to you? I ain't gonna do it. I ain't even gonna pretend like I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, people need to get there. Let me get back to this Kiki situation. Y'all, colorism is all over the beef sector, and my thing is, until you see people as equal and stop letting these people, again, when I hear people talk about this and this, it's almost like white makes right. That's what I really hear. And again, we calling people crispy. We do. So it's all over the sector. So I'm really not surprised, and I really don't care. My thing is, whatever goes on in the beef sector goes on in the beef sector. If I want to address it, I'll address it. It'll be up to me. But I'm more focused on real life situations and what's going on in real life. That's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on what this man is doing with our nation. I'm focusing on that. This beef sector stuff, it is what it is. Some of these people are nothing but trolls, and they do anything that will set things off. So that's how I look at it. I'm really not big concerned about Kiki right now. Kiki is getting in the sector, and her being drunk and being this way is her way of getting back in the sector. So everybody coming back to the sector. So it is what it is.
These
and Kiki is not light skinned. And again, B. Lenore is light skinned. I'm so tired of people doing that, and I don't care what her skin color is. She's still a black woman. I don't give a damn. That's crazy. Y'all sounding like school days now. And again, wake up. How that man said at the end of school days, wake up. Y'all wake up. Wake up.
Well, I'm going to say
all y'all, hold on, Vivian, because all y'all N-words to these people. So whether you are high yellow or you dark as night, you still the N-word. Okay? And the sad part about it is we don't get it, and we still sitting there doing this, and again, that's what our preferences are. And it's just sad. It's just sad. I hope one day we get it together. Go ahead, Vivian.
Jay, I was going to say in reference to colorism, y'all need to go and get rid of that damn childhood trauma that y'all got. A lot of y'all effed up about colorism because of your family and because of what they did. Listen, if your light-skinned sister by a different baby daddy called you Blackie and Ink Spot, you need to go lay on the couch and get rid of that shit. And either forgive them or remove yourself out of that situation. I'm just saying.
Well, I see a lot of stuff going on. It doesn't make any sense. But I don't, and especially when it's coming into the beef sector, I just look at it and shake my head because, again, whatever is controversial, they go with it. And so it is what it is, Viv. It is what it is. I'm telling you, I'm really
wearing beef sector stuff like a loose garment. I'm here for entertainment. And if I want something to be serious, I'll let you know when it's going to be serious. But I'm here for entertainment. And if these people want to sit up here and fight about color, I'm going to let them fight about color. I'm so done with it. I'm so done with it. Everybody got people in their family of different colors. And black people are the last people who should be doing this, knowing that we have all colors of the rainbow in our family. And we love our family members. If you love your family members, then this shouldn't even be an issue with you. I would never want to hurt a sister of mine who may be darker. or a sister, because I have a sister who's dark, I have a sister who's light, and it don't even come up. I ain't never called my sister crispy. I ain't never, I mean, that's never something that has been an issue in my family, because at the end of the day, we family. I have checked people because they said some stupid stuff like that. But I'm not even getting into that, because again, Kiki is not light skinned. Kiki may be a light brown, but we up here categorizing things. You still black. And in the eyes of some people, you still the N-word. Period. All that
And you
is
right
somebody
about
trying to
that,
feel
Jay.
superior over somebody else. That's
And you
stupid.
right about that, Jay. Because guess what? If a group of us standing together, we all gonna be called the N-word together. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, it sounds like you done made it to the building, to somebody's job house. I'm gonna drop down because I'm about to go to work. Because you know I got stuff I gotta do. Did he? Golly, Jay,
Yeah,
you
I'm
hear
back.
that?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
I
back.
was saying it sounded like you done made it to the job site,
I
and I'm gonna drop down because I gotta get to my job site and do some
Yeah,
work.
I'm gonna
Because I
end this
gotta
one in a couple of minutes too.
look, because I gotta go make my money so that I can get my plane ticket down there. So and my train ticket, you know.
I got you.
All right, y'all. I'm out. Y'all have a blessed day, and y'all be nice to one another. Hell, even though we don't like each other, be nice to people. All right, I'm out, Jay. Be good.
Hey, you all. I'm here. Um, it's just so much going on, you all. I'm listening to people. I'm listening to these content creators, and with this Kiki thing, I think it's just stupid. I'm just not going to even get into it, because we got bigger fish to fry. Instead of talking about who's this and who's that, we got bigger fish to fry. And I'm gonna go back again. Make sure y'all vote. I'm going back to that again. Make sure you all vote. Make sure you vote. Make sure you vote. Because again, you can talk about colorism all day, but when Al Green says black people are not apes, and when Obama is of a lighter hue and his wife is of a darker hue, then it doesn't matter. See, this is what I'm trying to let y'all know. It doesn't matter. This is how those people see you, period. Okay? So all of this extra that people are giving, baby, it ain't, look, again, you see what they did to the Obamas. So yeah, this is the man who held the highest office in the land. And this is how they think about him. And he ran this country in a dignified manner. So again, all of this stuff about colorism, again, they see everybody the same, period. Now look, y'all, I gotta go. It's 9 o'clock. Y'all have a good one. Peace and love. Bye.